On December 7, 2020, I arrived at Columbus Military Entrance Processing Station, or MEPS, in Columbus, Ohio, ready to embark upon a journey that was filled with a substantial amount of uncertainty. I completed the task at hand at MEPS and settled into a hotel, but I failed to grow comfortable, for I was ready to ship to where I had to quarantine. After I quarantined for 2 weeks, I arrived at Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Parris Island, to begin recruit training in my journey in the United States Marine Corps. I knew this journey would be filled with obstacles difficult to overcome. But I knew in order to be successful, I needed motivation that would carry me from the yellow footprints to the parade deck to receive my Eagle Globe and anchor. Just as I searched for motivation in recruit training, the same applies to everyday life. I will expound on how I was motivated to be successful and become a U.S. Marine, and how the lessons I learned in recruit training apply to everyday life through this speech I call the 6 P's. The first P is purpose. Locating your purpose is the first step to building your foundation to your house called success. In order to locate your purpose, you must examine yourself and find your talents and skills and utilize them on a daily basis to reach success. My purpose in life is to positively affect the lives of others in whatever way possible whenever I am able to. Joining the Marine Corps helped me grow substantially closer to reaching that goal. Journeying through recruit training, I learned about and adopted the values of which the Corps lives out: honor, courage, and commitment. A Marine must forever hold these values dear to their heart and must always live them out. For a Marine to reach his or her goal, they must always be honorable, possess courage, and be committed. As important as these values are to have in the Marine Corps, it is just as important to develop and maintain them through everyday life. Honor is an extremely important value to possess through the entirety of your life, because a successful individual should be held to a high standard, respected and esteemed by all. Courage. It is the mental and moral strength to venture, persevere, and withstand danger, fear, and difficulty. One who desires to reach their full potential and live out their purpose must always face difficulty one-on-one and take the correct actions to decimate what is striving to destroy them. Commitment. The state or quality of being dedicated to a cause. When traveling through life, you must stay committed to the roadmap that is guiding you to success. Once you have located your purpose and have developed the values honor, courage, and commitment, which will help you fulfill your purpose, you have accomplished the first P to reaching success. The second P is passion. See, passion is a strong or extravagant fondness, enthusiasm, or desire for anything. In recruit training, I developed a passion for the Marine Corps. Having a special love for my fellow Marines, at the time recruits, the reputation of the Corps, and the tenacity of the Marines were all very attractive to me and allowed me to love the Corps. I adopted those attributes and it helped me develop passion for my purpose. In life, you must develop passion for your purpose, or you will find it impossible to live out your purpose. When one fails to have passion for their purpose, they will refuse to put their all into fulfilling that purpose. So it is imperative to have enthusiasm and love for your purpose. It will only aid you in your mission to reach success. The third P is positive people. Surrounding myself with positive people was vital in my journey through recruit training. At the beginning of the cycle, some recruits misplaced the drive they once possessed. They grew lackluster and were always pessimistic. This was not healthy for me, so I had to separate myself to a certain extent and shun conversation with them. I instead surrounded myself with recruits who consistently maintained positivity and kept their mind on becoming a Marine throughout recruit training. In life, you will find a host of people aren't healthy for you to be associated with. When people fail to move forward in life and they constantly bring themselves and others down, After some time, you will notice yourself being affected by their activity. Then you'll follow in their footprints and act as they do. Now, do you shun them as a person? No. But if you can perceive their negativity is causing you to become pessimistic, you must separate yourself to a certain extent, just to the point where their pessimism no longer affects you. Once you have identified your purpose, grew a passion for your purpose, and weed out negativity from your life, you will have completed the foundation of your house called success. The fourth P is perspective. Before recruit training began, all recruits, police at the time, had to quarantine for 2 weeks. Now in the past, I experienced depression and loneliness. Being in the hotel after roughly 4 days, the depression and loneliness began to creep up on me again. Even though I had roommates, boredom, lack of family, lack of sunlight, and barely having the opportunity to escape our rooms caused me to experience these mental illnesses. I began to second guess my decision. So I communicated my feelings to the Marines who watched over us, and they began to encourage me and help me realize that there was hope at the end of the extensive tunnel I was traveling through. I realized my mind had shifted, and in order for the dream of becoming a Marine to be renewed, it was imperative for me to shift my perspective back towards my goal. See, in the alpha portion of the beginning of your journey to success, when you come across the first roadblock, many times your perspective will alter. But that's when you must shift it back towards your goal. In order to begin the process of building your house called success, it is imperative for you to alter your perspective when a difficulty shifts your mind away from your goal. The fifth P is patience. Through recruit training, I would notice other companies further in training. At points, I would dwell on that fact too often, and I would get discouraged because I longed to be where they were. I had to remember I should always be thankful where I am and use those who are farther than me as an example of what I should be when I reach the point at which they are at. In life, when you are on the path to success, you will see people further than you, and it can be discouraging. But remember to be thankful for how far you have come and utilize their progress as an example of what you must do to reach the location at which they are at. The final P is perseverance. The fourth week of recruit training was swim week. I had rarely swum before coming to recruit training. When I attempted to swim the first time during swim week, I failed miserably. Time and time again I attempted, but failed. I began to become discouraged and began to once again lose hope. The fourth day I went to swim qual. A swim instructor diligently worked with me and taught me the basics of how to swim, and with his assistance I completed the task and finally, after multiple tries, passed swim qual. I recall telling myself, I am not writing a letter home to my family and girlfriend proclaiming to them I got dropped to another company because I could not pass swim qual. So I persevered, never gave up, and believed I could pass swim qual. And I did. So when the most difficult of times arise in your life on your road to success, remember to persevere, because if you believe hard enough, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. When building the foundation and the structure to your house called success, difficulties will arise. Success is not easily achieved. It will take time for you to identify the reasoning of your life. Sometimes you will fail to have a fondness for your purpose. People won't always support you. Your bank account won't always be filled with a substantial amount of money. When on your journey, you will sometimes lose sight of your goals. You won't always possess the highest form of motivation or optimism. Sometimes you will feel like giving up. Many times tribulations will form and block your way to success. But if you first lay the foundation of your house called success by identifying your purpose, developing and maintaining a passion for that purpose, and only surround yourself with people who believe you can fulfill your purpose, you will have completed a great portion of what it takes to reach success. And when you are building the structure of your house, If you shift your perspective back towards your goal when it is altered, wait patiently when your goal seems so far off in the distance, and persevere through the most difficult of times, it is without a shadow of a doubt you will complete your house. If you apply the 6 P's to your life, no matter what shall arise, I believe that you will reach success.